Welcome back in, everybody. We're going to get started here with the second game of Sigma.YNT versus NAVI Jr. And NAVI Jr., it was a longer one, going over to the 45-minute mark, but in the end, they were able to take game number one, 26 kills to 22. Not a massive difference between the two teams in the early to mid-game, but NAVI Jr. were just able to step it up in the end, take themselves through into the winning spot, get that victory out. And even though they lost a few fights in the later part of the game, they were just far enough ahead that it didn't matter. I say lost a few fights. They got picked off a couple of times. Richmond just really did not have a great game at all, going 7-6 and 7. This time, we'll see if they are going to be able to get a bit more momentum on the mid laner. If he's going to have a bit of a better time. So we'll get ourselves into the draft. NAVI Jr., again, picking up the Disruptor. The Beastmaster comes out for Sigma.YNT once again.
Monkey King.
The Monkey King this time, though. Yeah, NAVI Jr. going to go back for something similar to the last game. Excuse me. Hay fever. Ugh. Excuse me. I know that's not what anyone wants to see. Okay, but yeah, the Disruptor, the Dragonite comes through. Sigma.YNT go for the Beastmaster and the Monkey King, banning out the Tinker, the Enchantress. Death Prophet AM even getting a ban here. So what, are you thinking this is going to be the position for Monkey King? With the Doom, the TA, it's quick bans coming in through from both sides. TA, Broodmother, and the Pangolier being banned out. Even the Tide being taken away here from Sigma.YNT. So Sigma.YNT, even with this Monkey King, just having this Monkey King in the draft makes, the physical damage that they've got coming through here, in the draft of Sigma, it does start to run heroes down, even if it is a support.
10 seconds remaining.
You do go for, I'm just thinking like the Orb of Corrosion, Diffusal Blades coming out, BKB even for the Monkey King. So this position for Monkey does kind of run a more semi-core build like you see with the Enchantress, like you see with something like a Silencer, than you'd expect like a full-on support build coming out. And the Lich will be the position 5 here for the side of Sigma.YNT. So I wonder if they want to go for a Slark here in the next phase, on the final pick of this phase, excuse me.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, so I mean
5 seconds remaining.
the Sinister Gaze drag back into the leash from the Pounce. The slow comes out from the Frost Blast as well. You do a decent amount of damage to be able to pick up those kills in the lane. It is a fairly aggressive lane, and I would like to see it here for the side of Sigma.YNT. Well, obviously it depends what NAVI Jr. pick up as well for their offlaner, but and Sigma.YNT having last pick in the next, well, this phase and the next phase as well, so they can respond to whatever NAVI Jr. pick up here. So if NAVI Jr. go for either the, do they want to go for the Dragonite offlane or the Dragonite carry again? The Dragonite carry did work out. Never mind. It's going to be the Naga Siren into the Mirana. So at least here, Sigma.YNT, they've already picked up their offlaners with the Beastmaster and the Monkey King. I do believe, unless you want to put that Monkey King as the pause 1, which, they could do. It might work as well as, you go for, they go for the Spectre. So yeah, it is going to be the pause 4, Monkey King, Lich Spectre lane here. Beastmaster in the offlane for Sigma.YNT. And what else do they want to be removing? Mid lane wise, if you're Navi, I think you take out both the Storm
10 seconds
and the Ember. No, they take away the OD. Okay.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, puck goes from Sigma. Again, both teams looking for the mid laners. This Dragonite doesn't look like it's going to be jammed mid here for the side of Navi Jr. Yeah, the Ember Spirit had a really good game for you. Had a really good game on the Ember Spirit in the last game. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Sigma.YNT not be able to play it again. No, they take out the Lash. So I wonder if they want to pick it up themselves here on the side of Navi Jr. Gets early aggression out. Great for just being able to jump on heroes. Maybe get quick kills onto the Monkey King before the Monkey King can have an impact. The big thing for me is, on the side of Sigma, there's no real anchor points here. So the Monkey King throws out the Wukong's command. You have the Roar to come out that keeps one hero locked down, maybe. if the song doesn't come out. And that's another thing, that even if the Monkey King throws out the Wukongs, you know, you're going to be looking at the song to come out here for Navi. The arrows, the Dragon Tails, Static
10
Storms, and
seconds
Glimpses.
remaining.
So the Monkey King probably, I mean, even as that position 4, going to struggle to get
5
off his ultimate.
seconds remaining.
So we'll see what Navi Jr. want to pick up last, as the Primal Beast was the final ban from Sigma.YNT. And again, expecting it to be a mid lane. You could still, if you wanted to, put that Dragon Knight mid. But, yeah, it looks like, again, Sigma.YNT thinking it's going to be a mid laner to come out here for Navi Jr. with the reserve time. Just over a minute left here. They ban out the Puck. They ban out the Primal Beast. So what do Navi Jr. want to be going towards here in the mid lane? It's... Well, it's, I mean, again, the Storm and the Ember Spirit, pretty popular. They've banned out the Puck, the Lashley, OD. I don't know if Richmond plays the Invoker either. Which actually wouldn't be, with Dragon Tail as well as the Insnur coming out for the Night Siren. If you go for that Exhort Invoker, you'll get aggressive with it. You could look to roam around. I mean, Sunstrike's from your lane as well, but roaming around, Kinetic Field comes out, you drop your Deafening Blasts and your Meteors. Yeah, the Deafening Blast for the disarm on the Spectre as well might not be too bad. They're going to go for the Storm Spirit, though. Okay, Sigma.YNT, how are they going to respond to this? Again, they've got themselves a full 2 minutes of reserve time if they want to spend that to talk about this final pick. Up against the Storm Spirit in the lane. Who would I like?
Remaining.
Maybe something a bit tankier like the Kunkka. That might take some
5
harass, but he
seconds
can give it as good as he gets. We've seen a couple sniper mids, but more often than not played as that safe lane hero. Necrophos came out yesterday, but Hayes played that. But up against a Storm Spirit, the Ghost Shroud wouldn't be all that useful. Storm Spirit would be able to zip zap away from the aggression coming through from the Death Pulses as well, as that Heartstopper already plays a fairly decent distance away. So they go for the Ember Spirit again. Yeah, it makes sense. For you had a really good time on that Ember Spirit in the last game. Might be in for a little bit of a rougher time up against the Storm Spirit now, because you can't just get that free harass with the Flame Guard. But for the most part, you know, Ember Spirit had a really good game, so there's no reason not to go back for this. If it's open to pick up, yeah, Sigma.YNT, not surprising to see them pick up this Ember Spirit. And just try and run this bomb back and maybe have a better time. But Storm Spirit Richmond this time around should have a bit of a better time on the Storm Spirit. Again, can get aggressive early on with the Blinks in, the Zip Zaps in from the Ball Lightning. Doesn't need to rely on the Blink Dagger. There's a decent amount of targets that he could go for. Earlier on, the Beastmaster won't be able to run away. Monkey King, you can chase him down through the trees. Lich, obviously, he's food if he gets caught out by a Storm Spirit. You can maybe get aggressive onto the Spectre as well. So, looking at the lineups, again, Navi Jr. after that last game, they have a more, a less pushy core in the position 1, but obviously the Dragon Knight still being on the field will be able to push down those objectives. I think that's where, again, that early aggression is going to center around the Beastmaster, looking to push out the off lane. And then the Dragon Knight maybe trying to match it on his own offlane and take that, you know, maybe group up with the rest of his team and look for ganks. But before we get into it, guys, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB. Then we'll be back with the second game of Navi Juniors versus Sigma.YNT to find out how this one's going to go. But first, word from our sponsors.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, as we get into the game, we're going to see the smoke coming out from Navi Jr. 4-man wraparound. Squeezy steps up and just get that ward down, but I don't know. I don't think it was spotted out. So yeah, he gets the send. Oh, screw you, Queasy. He gets the Observer ward down that he calls a Sentry ward on the name. Just because, you know, in the mind games, everybody's doing this one. But they're going to look for this here, it looks like, Navi Jr. They want to be taking first blood. They're looking for either someone to come onto the high ground or looking for a pincer maneuver here onto the rune if someone tries to go for the invade on this one. And we take a look at the odds. Yeah, that's a little bit more what I thought we'd be seeing from game number 1 as well, where Sigma.YNT, not massively out of the running, but Navi Jr. the favourites coming into this one, 1.5 to the 2.2 here. In terms of the odds, Corruptible are going to be scouted out. Do they actually want to go here for a gank? Even seeing the Monkey King courier, well, in that courier form. So yeah, Monkey King, if he tries to come onto this high ground, he's going to be rough. Did he go for the Dragon Tail to close the gap? They're going to be able to go into Queasy. The arrow to follow up now as well. The Monkey King, he is going to go down first, giving the kill over to Richmond as well. Means that he's going to have the gold for the bottle right off the bat with these runes being picked up. Yeah, Storm Spirit. They just need to wait for the Disrupt to pick up on this rune, and that's going to be the bottle gold here for the Storm. Really nice pickup. Really good kill to start them off on the right foot here, Navi. Just put the Ember Spirit. And I mean, he's still going to be 250 gold away from it, roughly. So it's going to be, what, a wave and a half? But yeah, Richmond's going to have it coming out already. Can throw out the harass for you with a Flame Guard right off the bat. And has to be careful about coming up into this now for you, because the Flame Guard's going to be down. Obviously, Richmond's going to have that extra mana with the bottle just to be able to drop these remnants. But for you, already level 2. So the Slider Fist and Richmond, he is going to be taking that harass. Just like in the last game, at least this time, he's going to have the bottle early on to heal it up. Queasy, though, takes down Riddy's courier. Which, yeah, okay, you lose a Sentry and a Mango. It's not the end of the world here for the Disruptor. It would have been nice to have those, but it ain't awful either. There's Riddy's. Going to be able to throw out the harass. Again, Corruptible. Just has to be careful about how far forward he comes, because once the mirror images and the Riptides are starting to come out from the Naga Siren, it's going to be really hard to try and play. I wonder if he even goes for the early levels in the ball. Looks like he's just going to go for the axes. Yeah, Inner Beast to come out as well, just to help Queasy get these Jingu stacks. Obviously, the Corruptible is still the core in the lane. But it does help Queasy here. You can see you've got the juice. Just going to be the target here of the Jingu stacks from Queasy. Back in the mid lane, how's Richmond doing? I mean, the Ember Spirit's still taking all the last hits here. Just be able to walk up with a Flame Guard, and Richmond having to come in close to try and get the last hits. Going to suffer a little bit from that Flame Guard here for you. Level 2 into that as well, so the Remnants don't immediately clear that one up, but there's the Vortex to drive back into another Remnant, and for you, now he's going to be given as good as he gets here, Richmond. Yeah, once the Overload starts to stack up, once the Remnant damage starts to stack up, PMA though in the bottom lane. It's actually Daze coming forward here to put the aggression onto Woe and looking for the damage onto the Spectre here earlier on. So the Dragonite just looking purely for the farm, it looks like. Spectre, how's he looking? Ring of Bassi to come out for the Spectre. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you expect. You know, the Bassi Ring, actually, no, it's not really, because you want to see maybe the Falcon Blade come out. Now, Arrow, though, it does connect bottom lane. Onto the Lich, PMA trying to walk himself away. Richmond and for you, though, in the river. Just again, trading off aggression. And again, 2 points into the Ember Spirit's Flame Guard. So he can walk away from some of the damage that comes out from Richmond with the Remnant as well as the Overload, but not all of it. Richmond, though, again, Vortex drag back into the Remnant, so the Flame Guard will be cleared up here, and Richmond, this time, given as good as he gets, Daze gets the kill onto Van Squall. Whoa. He will be able to, survive, do a lot of damage to the Marauder there as well. Was there a, there was a dagger, but wasn't able to throw it out into Daze, so Daze got really lucky that he was able to get the leap over the trees and break the vision, so Woe wasn't able to maybe chase him down with a Spectral Dagger. Okay, it is going to be the Bassi Ring to come out for Woe now as well, so not the Falcon's Blade here. So what, does he want to go for a... I mean, he doesn't want to get a Helm on the Overload himself. Oh, this could be like an Avail either. I wouldn't have thought of a Spectre. So just a casual Bassi, I guess. Queasy on the top lane. Again, looking to put their ass on. The Glimpse comes out into Corruptible, though. With the connected field, did he have enough damage to get the kill? God, the Juice tries to back himself away. Riptide didn't have the mirror image either. And this is where I'd like to see Queasy. Yeah, he's got the Balance Strike coming out, but with the early health on these mirror images and the extra damage they do take, I'd like to see Queasy get a couple of points into the Primal Spring. just to be able to clear off these mirror images really quickly. So, in fact, did he go into Riddy's? Riddy's trying to get himself away with the kinetic field, but Corruptible. He will get the kill, and now the boundless strike onto Juice. Juice, can he slither himself? Do Nagas slither? Because obviously they don't walk, they don't have legs. Yeah, just gets himself back underneath the tier 1, and this lane, it's not going awful for him. He's still finding the last hits, he's still finding the farm, but he is starting to be contested by Corruptible and Queasy, and this tier 1 tower, will start sooner rather than later to be pressured in here. And the Naga Siren, as long as he finds some levels, the glimpse, kinetic field comes out. Do they want to go into it though? Again, they can't really go for it because the boundless strike is there for the Monkey King. So he can't pop the mirror. I mean, the mirror image is on cooldown anyway.
Radiant's courier has been
Bottom lane, how's the Spectre looking? He's going to lose his courier. But overall, Spectral Dagger onto PMA. PMA is going to be taking a lot of damage from this now as well. Vansco, does he want to come up? He has the Frost Shield, but no Sinister Gaze. So PMA, again, 2 points into the Dragon's Blood here. Level 4 on this Dragonite. He's not doing too bad in terms of farm himself. 23 last hits, 24 last hits as well. So not as many as the Spectre, but not really being given a whole lot of aggression over from the side of Sigma.YNT either to stop him from finding this farm. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit is level 6. Richmond, he drops that Remnant, but the Flame Guard comes out immediately. Actually, Richmond with the Searing Chains. Did he have the lockdown? The Vortex comes out here, but it looks like in the mid lane, Storm Spirit will go down. For you gets that kill. And Abel, I mean, so the thing was, Richmond didn't have a full health. He was sitting at like half health. Not the tankiest hero in the world either anyway. So once For You TP's back in from the fountain, Richmond was just, he was food there for the Ember Spirit. Yeah, Daze was looking for a rotation in, but it wasn't there in time, and now Queasy and Vanscore both rotated into support. For You, Searing Chains comes out, and it looks like Mirana, well, with one more leap in the Sleight of Fist, it won't do the damage. Only level 1 on the Sleight of Fist as well, though. So all of his points into the Flame Guard. With the Overload damage, it's actually not enough to clear off the... So you are looking towards... I mean, the Storm Spirit could be looking towards the Falcon's Blade anyway. But yeah, 1 Remnant into the Overload damage, it isn't enough at level 4 for both spells, I do believe, to clear off the Flame Guard. Juice will lose his courier once... well, courier's being hunted down. The Glimpse, though. Queasy, not going to be able to chase down, but this is what you would expect to see from a pause Monkey King. Just getting in the face, going towards that Orb of Corrosion, going into like a Diffusal Blade to get the chase down off. Got the Juice, got to be really careful. Again, the Jingu comes out, but the Kinetic Field this time will be there. Yeah, the Monkey King bringing out the Infused Raindrops. Already got himself that Orb of Venom from the laning stage. But, well, from the start of the game. We'll see here For You. Again, just looking to do the damage here. And Richmond has a bit of catching up to do up against the Ember Spirit. The Ember Spirit, 53 last hits to the 38 of the Storm. And even the kill going the way of the Ember Spirit as well. So the Storm Spirit, even though he did get that first blood, really not having a good time here. The Primal Spring comes out. Do they have the kill until got the Juice? Got the Juice. Primal Spring once again, or the Tree Dance, excuse me, is Richmond. He's already rotated himself up to the top lane, so looking to get involved aboard. Beastmaster, they do, and Richmond gets it. The Monkey King just hanging around in the trees, doesn't want to be part of that, just says, man, that is your problem, not mine. So yeah, Richmond just looking to, while this is going on For You, he's doing a lot of damage to this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Daze does rotate in, but Daze only level 4 to the level 8 of For You, and if he comes too far forward here, Searing Chains could get the lockdown, might even go for a Remnant kill here. Daze, so Daze just has to go for the leap away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, this tier 1 in the mid lane, actually a couple more last hits, it will go down. Yeah, and For You, he's going to be able to pick up the last hit onto this tower now as well. Really well played from the Ember Spirit in the lane. Just get aggressive against the Storm Spirit. Really take it to Richmond in the lane. And now For You. He's got a Remnant up in 3 seconds. He's looking for a rotation over to the top lane. So maybe looking to get aggressive onto the Naga Siren now as well. Or maybe just helping out the Beastmaster push out this top lane after taking his own tier 1 tower. We'll be able to get the D-Ward. And yeah, Corruptible sees these stacks. So he takes the Centaur for himself as he'll be able to farm the rest. And this Naga Siren, again, Sigma.YNT, even though they gave up the first blood, having a really good time in this early game, but do they just have enough to pull it out of the bag here to force it to a game number 3?
Dire's top tower
It's corruptible.
is under attack.
Looking to push out this top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
I think if
attack.
it does go to a game 3, even, 9 minutes, 10 minutes into this game number 2, you just can't let For You have the Ember Spirit. He looks really good on this. Obviously, it's a hero that he's practiced. He's got the experience on it. Knows the matchups well. Knows how he can force the lane on the hero. And yeah, Navi are just being punished for it.
Dire's top tower Radiant
And you can see that there's 3 heroes here from the side of Navi Jr. hunting through the jungle. Even, I mean, the Radiant scan does come out here.
bottom tower has fallen.
Looks like, do they actually get the jump on? They've got the instant. Do they have the lockdown, the arrow from long range? They might be able to get the kill. They will be able to get the kill onto the Ember. And Richmond picks that kill up once again. Even has himself a regen rune if he needs it. But again, the Nagasaran being forced out of the lane. And not even the Disruptor can sit, soak that experience up in the safe lane. The Beastmaster, the Monkey King just have the run of the jungle here on the dire side of the map. And they're making it work here. They are making it work. Spectre being hunted. He'll be able to move himself away. Richmond really stays, as well as PMA. I mean, PMA took that tier 1 tower in the safe lane. What's he building towards now as well? So the power treads for the Dragon Knight. What's coming out on the courier? DK, straight up Blink Dagger here. 10-minute Blink Dagger for the DK. That's really nice here for you. Just going to be able to get the Remnant away. But yeah, this Blink Dagger comes out for the DK. What's he swap out? Just maybe. He's not revealing it just that clever. That Blink Dagger before the smoke comes out. And they are going to look through the jungle. Was that smoke going to break? Moonlight Shadow, Queasy, he might be spotted. He does actually get himself away with the tree dancer there as well. So this Beastmaster, does he get himself away far enough here? Release, the vision comes down. They're actually going to make a move on to Queasy. Queasy, well, Vansco is going to try and do what he can with Since the Gates as well. That Chain Frost bouncing around. And now the home comes in from the Spectre. PMA taking a lot of damage. The Wukong's command does come out. And they get the kill onto Richmond. Now PMA has to run himself away from this one. But the damage, it will be there. And For You gets himself the double. Okay, Sigma, again, they ain't going down quietly. They're going to go into this second game kicking and screaming. Up against Navi Jr. And that was, I mean, the smoke came out. They had the Blink Dagger. They had the setup for this Cliff Ward as well as the Monkey King. They do see it. And they were able to reverse that gank, that smoke gank coming out there. Even the horn coming through from the Spectre. Gets himself involved in that fight. And it is going to be the ratings for the Spectre as well. It looks like he's already got himself... He's got the Ring of Bass. He's got himself the Hand of Midas here on the Spectre. Queasy, does he want to hunt onto Riddy's? Probably not underneath the tier 2 tower. Even with the help of the Beastmaster. You got the Raw being there. You just take way too much damage from the tier 2. But it is going to be the Orb of Venom into the Diffuser Blade here. So not a full Orb of Corrosion as the Courier is this bait. It's going to be chased down and Queasy will get the kill. Riddy's though, he sees it with the Kinetic Field now, but no! Monkey King gets to jump away.
Still gonna kill you.
Thunderstrike, Queasy's just playing games with no, the tree gets eaten from underneath him. PMA. Richmond's gonna be able to get the rotation in now as well, but again, that is a 3-hero commitment to get a kill on a position for Monkey King. And yeah, you can see that the Queasy even gets tipped, but he was playing around, he was wasting time. And he did, I mean, he really did waste time though. Against the side of Navi Jr. committing 3 heroes, 2 cores to get that kill. So we'll see. Got the juices fine on the stacks. He's fine on the farm here in the Ancient Camp. How's the Naga looking? Naga just wants to go straight into the Manta style as well. Not too... In fact, I think he's got it coming up on the Courier. On the side shop. So what's he just want? I mean, he's already got himself the ultimate all.
The flame.
Okay, his Courier's going to go back to base. Yeah, I just don't know what his Courier was waiting for there, the secret shop. As for you, he pops this haste. What's he going to do this Ember? Ember Spit's sitting top of the net worth now as well, going straight towards... It's not even going to be the boots to travel. Wants to go back into the BKB. Early BKB here for the Ember Spirit. So just be relying on the brown boots for now. For a little bit longer. But yeah, another Mithril Hammer to come out for him. Ember Spirit, he's looking to get aggro. He's looking to... He finds the illusion rune.
Is under attack.
So yeah, for you, Vansko, they are hunting here. Once again, 4-man smoke, though, coming out from the side of Navi Jr. Maybe looking to get into jungle. The Naga Siren, he has no song, though. So if he gets caught out with the Ember Spirit and the Lich, Moonlight Shadow. Smoke, if they're paying attention, might break getting close to Vansko. The blink comes in. There's the Dragon Tail, the kill onto the Lich. So they do slay that Lich. Do they want to go for more? Queasy's on the trees. Richmond just looking to push this lane in. Dragon Tail, it is only an illusion here. I know it's pretty tanky. That was a big commitment of mana there for Richmond as well, but it was only an illusion. As for you, Queasy and Corruptible. Grouping up with Vansko now as well. Do they want to go for a smoke of their own? They do have it on the Lich, so yeah, they're going to pop this one. Look for a rotation out. Do they get the kill? I mean, Radiance is going to be the furthest one forward.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's trying to drop the wards now as well. Gets that D ward off, but it is going to give his position away. Does he get that rune before he goes down? He doesn't. And this is going to be the death of the Disruptor. The glimpse comes out. He gets that deny on the bounce through. Little victories. You know, little victories. But this will mean Sigma.YNT once again. They can move themselves into the Roche pit. Look for this early Roche. Woe comes in with the dagger now as well. Spectre, again, Hand of Midas going straight into that Radiance build here. Just take a look at Woe. Does he want to? Yeah, no, it looks like there's nothing else he wants to go for. The arrow comes in. Does it connect onto Roshan? Maybe trying to snipe that one out, but it will only take down one of the boars here from the Beastmaster. Well, PMA just looking to push out this middle lane with the Dragon Form. Okay. Yeah. Kind of a similar build. Oh, not a similar build at all, because he didn't go for the Blink Dagger on Juice last game. Earlier on. But the DK, blink into the BKB, he wants to be that initiator, you know, he wants to be the engager, and then once that Dragon's forms up, they can look to take objectives with it. Naga Siren with the mirror images. Once these mirror images get a little bit stronger, you know, level 4 on those, so the damage coming out on them, 40%, and once there's a couple more damage items on the Naga Siren, they will be able to split push the lanes themselves.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, you can see how's Queasy looking going towards that Diff Blade. Just needs the gold for the recipe, so 250 gold away here, Queasy, from being able to pick up that Diff Blade. And once that comes out, Disruptor, even with the glimpse, he's never getting away from this ever again. Vansko, just on to, I mean, these illusions from the Naga Siren. Fortification will be used, PMA. Dragon Form was popped, only the level 1 Dragon Form as well. But it should still be enough to take down this tier 1 tower if they want to go for it. Again, no backdoor protection onto the tier 1s. So he wants to make the move, wants to make the jump. Actually, maybe makes the move onto For You here. The wards goes down, got the juice to the Dragon Tail. It actually comes out onto the Lich. The Lich, he's going to be able to get himself away from this one. No, the Starstorm and Daze will be able to finish the kill. And now they've got the lockdown, they've got the silence, but PMA, he's going to be taking a whole lot of damage here on this Dragon Knight. Only 2 points into the Dragon's Blood. He's looking to try and get the refresh, but the Blink Dagger still on cooldown and the tier 1 tower stands. So they trade out a Lich for a Dragon Knight. I'd take that trade every day of the week. Queasy gets himself... Vansko gets the gold there for the ward on the other side of the river.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
While that's going on, though, Corruptible, he's got himself the Harmony Overlord. Back into the Mana Boots BKB here. Drums coming out for the Beastmaster as well. So he really does want to be amplifying the attack speed of any of these minions that he does pick up. Any of the jungle creeps that he gets. Leaves the bullwhip on the ground. Do they get the kill onto? They do. They take down For You, though. Wukong Savannah on the back lines. Riddies tries and will be able to get himself away from this one. Okay. Storm Spirit, the zip zap in now as well. Vansko, since the gaze comes out, but he didn't kill onto the Lich. The Lich taking a lot of damage, even with that Frost Shield. The chain bounce from the Chain Frost. Doesn't actually get the kill onto Richmond. Richmond just survives here. The Monkey King trying to get himself away with the Tree Dance out. Okay. He's going to be able to get himself out alive, but they do get the kill onto the Ember. The Ember, that's a really nice pickup to get. How much gold did he give away, though, the Ember Spirit? Over 600? Yeah, over 600, nearly 700 gold given away there to the Storm Spirit once again.
Looking for me?
Yeah, the Storm Spirit, not an early BKB here for Richmond, but he will be able to get the Sanjin and Kaya out for him, which will add to the damage that he does, the survivability as well. Philosopher's Stone's going to be really nice for Riddies. Riddies, he wants to go into all disruptors want to go towards that Axe Scepter. It's just like... Oh, for you! The arrow is coming in. This is going to force the BKB out from for you. Yeah, what is it? Bird's got to fly, fish got to swim, sun's got to shine, and disruptors, they got to go towards that Axe. As he's actually not. Who's going to be picking up the Philosopher's Stone? Who is picking up the Philosopher's Stone on Navi's side? Nobody yet? Okay. Okay. That's the way they want to play it for now. Monkey King, maybe just looking to get some D-wards off, maybe hunt some couriers here as well. Queasy, I mean, 3 heroes stacking up from the side of Navi Jr. They've got that Dragon Form up in 25 seconds as well. So do they want to force out this tier 2 on the bottom lane? Because they've got to watch out for the full wrath of Sigma coming in onto this one. There is a Wukong Command coming up in a couple of seconds as well. The Haunt comes out. Riddies, the roar comes out onto the DK. They get the kill onto Riddies. And now PMA, does he get himself away from this one? The lockdown, the damage. No, he does not. And for you, angry from the last kill and having to use his BKB defensively, will be able to get the double kill there onto both Riddies and PMA. Meanwhile, that's going on though. They might be able to make a move onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster sounds out. The Orchid comes out here from the Naga, and this will be a kill. Richmond, he's going to be able to go for the TP. He needs to go for the TP now as well. The damage coming through from that Black Dragon with the Fireball, as well as just its right-click damage. Enough to get Richmond low, and Richmond just had to pull the ripcord, immediately get himself out. Otherwise, he would have been caught out and killed off by the Beastmaster, even from the grave, with that dragon. Juice, how's he looking? Wants to go straight into the heart. Already got himself the Reaver. That's really nice here for the Naga Siren, because it means that, that's the big hurdle over and done with now. Just needs another, well, the Vit booster as well as the recipe, so another 1,000 gold to be able to complete onto this. And this just means, I mean, you look at the Naga Siren anyway, level 15 with 2,200 health. That's really hard. Excuse me. Really hard for Sigma.YNT to try and burst through, but what they can burst through is the Disruptor. The Disruptor caught out, killed off once again. The heroes from the side of Sigma stacking up onto this one, doing the damage onto the Disruptor. DK. Dragonite going towards, he still wants that BKB. Whoa, how's he looking? He's got himself the Radiance. Okay. Going to be able to burn away these illusions when they come out from the Naga Siren. The mischance coming through from anybody trying to attack him in close range as well. Yeah, 700 radius on the burn. That is a decent amount of distance. I think even the DK in the Dragon form doesn't attack outside of the 700 range. You can go for that 1.75, 1.75, that's not a lot, 175 Dragon form attack range, which, yeah, more than likely you'd expect the Dragonite to go towards, especially with the Radiance already being up. But then I suppose if the Naga Siren, he's got that heart going towards the Butterfly, he's already got the Orchid. Once the Naga Siren wants to target down the Bloodthorn, you know, it does mean that you have True Strike to come out. And the crits as well. So the Spect, oh, smoke comes through here. Naga Siren, though, the furthest one forward with that 3k health on the Naga Siren now at level 16. These illusions really not easy to burst through.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, so Navi Jr. again, they've hit these times, but the Horn does come through. Did they get the kill? There's going to be the Disruptor going down. Song comes out now, but Phil Hughes popped that BKB, so got the juice. Look for the TP away, but the Roar, it comes out corruptible with his own BKB, and they might just be able to go through this Naga Siren. They've got the lockdowns, they've got the roots, they've got the stuns, and now PMA, he's going to be next on the chopping block. They slay the dragon. Great BKB there from Corruptible, just to be able to get the Roar off and stop the escape from the Naga, even through the Song. So, okay, 3.1k health. Not enough for the Naga Siren to get out alive. Stone Spirit, he's going to be careful though. Richmond has to get himself away from that one. He's looking for a quick kill onto Bansko, but now the quick chase on from Queasy. Even the stun coming through. Did he have it? Since the gaze, they do. They have it in range now as well. Richmond's going to go down. They just got caught out one by one.
is under attack.
And Sigma.YNT, a great fight for the pickups. Yeah, 3 heroes, 4 heroes going down there with the Disruptor, the Naga Siren. They take all 3 cores. Navi Jr. not going to be happy with that. So Sigma.YNT, they're inching closer and closer towards this game number 3 here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So we'll see what else they're going to be able to do with this. I mean, Queasy. Maybe looking for a setup on today's. But the jump in, Queasy, you might have gone a little bit too far. The Dragon Tail now, the stun coming out onto the Monkey King. The arrow follows up, and Queasy will go down. Let's go, the Juice. How's he looking? Yeah, he wants that Bloodthorn, it looks like. Going straight in towards the mage lane now as well. The Silence comes out onto the Emissary. The Emissary, if he needs it, really needs it, has the BKB. Got the Juice. Will just be able to back himself away. So no Butterfly here for the Naga Siren. There's enough damage coming through from the Radiance Burn, from whatever four you puts out onto him. Flame Guards, Remnants, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Flame Guards, literally everything inside of this kit. That the Naga just wants to go straight into that Bloodthorn and not the Butterfly to follow up after this Heart. So, Roshan, it has been started. This is the second one, though, scouted out here. Sigma.YNT. If you want to try and make something happen, it looks like NAVI. They just have to back themselves away. The song comes out, but once again, the roar comes through. Corruptible. Is he the only one with the BKB? Woe gets a kill onto Daze on the back lines now. Looks like Stats Storm. They've got the lockdown onto the Lich. The Lich will go down here for you outside of it. But the Vortex drag back, it might be enough to actually get the kill onto the Emissary. The Emissary, he's going to get low. He's going to go down. He didn't have the BKB. He'd already used it. Now, Richmond, though, he's out of mana and Corruptible should be able to get the kill onto the Storm. BMA trying to get himself away. Dragon Tail comes out into the Monkey King. This is a position for Monkey King. Chasing down the core. Dragon Knight. And it looks like, I mean, the buybacks comes through here, but PMA, he's going to go down. Do they get the kill onto the Beastmaster? The buybacks coming through from the side of Navi now as well. They do get the kill onto Corruptible. But BKB there on the Beastmaster. Queasy on the trees. Inside the Roche pit. But whoa, everybody buying back for this one. Everybody buying back for this one. Apart from PMA, who doesn't have his buyback. He's down 400, 500 gold. So they want to make sure nobody gets this Roche for free. Yeah, Daze, he just makes sure the outpost goes the way of the Dire. But I suppose Sigma.YNT, they still have a tier 2, they still have a tier 1 to TP to. The Hawk going to scout this one out now as well. The Riptide going to make quick work of that Hawk, but whoa, he wants to try and get himself in the pit now as well. Queasy, he doesn't have that Wukong's man. Who's going to be able to take it? The Aegis, it's actually going to be a snatch. But they get the kill onto Got the Juice. They even take down this Aegis early on now as well. Navi Jr. Holy crap. They just got absolutely run over in that pit. And yeah, the Spectre pick coming out here, it's paying off for the side of Sigma.YNT. 20 to 14. They even take down the Storm Spirit twice there. They get the kill onto Got the Juice. Juice is close now to the full Bloodthorn. Just needs the recipe gold, so about 700 gold away from completing that. But it just feels like he's being caught out and killed off way too easily. Even with a Heart. Even with a Manta style coming out. This Naga Siren, they just cannot keep this Naga Siren alive. The BKBs come through, and yeah, the Emissary and the Beastmaster are able to just pile on the damage onto the Naga Siren. And now the jump PMA, he has to go for that BKB TP out because of the Spectre Haunt in. Just forcing this one through, so the Aghanim's up now for Woe. He will just be able to pile the Woe and Misery onto everybody on the side of Navi Jr. every time they show up here with this Shadow Step. And now the glimpse back onto the Lich. The Lich is invis, but they have the reveal, they have the kill. Do they want to go for even more here? Woe to be able to get himself away with the Spectral Dagger retreat. Even finds himself the Quickening Charm as he gets himself out of that action. Actually, who got the shard? Was it the Ember? The Ember that got the shard from the Roshan?
Never refuse gold.
Spectre, whoa. Just continues to dive himself away with the Spectral Dagger, making sure he can't be caught out here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So yeah, Woe with the TP away. Bottom lane, Ember and the Monkey King. I mean, the Monkey King in terms of net worth, he is fairly close to the Dragon Knight. He's got his, I assume that's the Diffusal up as well as, yeah, starting towards the BKB here for this Monkey King. So the Monkey King pause 4, absolutely running a show in these fights.
Tower is under attack.
We'll see here, though, if it's going to be enough to force through this game number 3 here from the side of Sigma.
Is under attack.
As The Ember Spirit illusion. Yeah, Queasy, he's looking for someone to come back and push out this lane. But now Queasy's going to go for the TP away. Does he actually find the jump onto the Dragon Knight? Dragon Knight has that BKB. It looks like Daze, he's going to be one to trouble. And now, with this Shadow Step forward here, Daze, he's going to be ticked down by the Radiance Burn. Trying to use those creeps to keep himself alive. But Queasy going to be coming in on the trees. Yeah, he get the kill. Actually, they're going to go for the full hunt now as well. Back lines to get the Dragon back. That's going to kill the Juice. Song comes out. Doesn't matter, the damage is still there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Song came out way too late there to get the kill onto Juice. And now that's the Song on cooldown for the next 70 seconds. Sigma.YNT. Just looking, they might be able to make a dive happen onto the DK. The DK, though, I mean, what's he, 3 points? It doesn't even have the 4 points into the Dragon's Blood just yet. Only level 15 on this Dragon Knight. Whereas, if you compare that to the level 18 on the Beastmaster, the Beastmaster having a really good time in this game. The DK, excellent. Just not able to catch up. Going towards an Axe here on the Dragon Knight. Already got himself the Ogre Axe, so that's some early sustain. But again, guys, if you think you know how this game's going to go, you can go over to our sponsor. Just scan that QR code, get yourself up to $600 as a bonus as all new customers. Don't forget, over 18s only. Check the terms and conditions. And whoa, he's stacking up now. Sigma.YNT, they want to end this game here. Now 30 minutes in, they said this game's gone long enough. And they are looking to break the base of the side of Navi. No Song. I mean, there's still no Nagasaki for the next couple of seconds as well. No Song for the next 8 seconds. So whoa, coming in onto this. Arrow will fly through. It only takes down the stun onto the Ancient Ice Golem, actually. Or Ancient Ice Shaman, excuse me. PMA. He's looking to split push out this bottom lane here. He's got about 1,400 gold, so he's going to be about 1,600 gold away. In fact, even more, because he doesn't have that point booster. So he's about 1,800 gold away from finishing the full Ags here. And with the farm that the Dragon Knight's getting, that's not an easy job. You know, it's not a quick amount of farm for the DK to get towards PMA. The Shadow Step, the Haunt comes through. Look at this. Even the Mad Style come through on PMA. He's going to be taking a load of damage, a whole lot of damage here. This Dragon Knight. In fact, he's going to get low. He's going to get super low. So just the illusions coming through from the Spectre. So the Spectre jump in with a Shadow Step. You pop the Manta Style. And then you just get yourself out. And obviously, because it pops a Spectral Dagger on the target there as well, he was slowed down. Wasn't even able to run himself away from that one. Did take a lot of damage. Was able to just get himself back into the fountain though. So eventually, he was able to survive through. Arrow flies through. Did he have it? Did he have the vision on Queasy? Queasy, he's going to go down. It's a big commitment. The Monkey King, did he actually go down now? The starts to turn the lockdown. They have that roar, but the BKB's coming out. And now the Nagasaki once again. He's not going to live through this fight. They've got the jump onto Daze. Daze will go down. Is that the buybacks from Daze? It is. His PMA is going to get low. Even with his BKB going, they might be able to get the kill into one more right click. And PMA does take him down, but if he wants it, he's got that buyback. But no Haunt, no Shadow Step here now as well. And that's the dieback onto Daze. Spansco gets the kill. 4 heroes dead once again. And the Storm, he's looking to clean up maybe there's going to be the Vortex back here for you though, but For You has the remnants to jump forward, one more right click, and Richmond, can he get himself away from this one? Corruptible, he's looking for the chase down, he's got the slow, there's going to be the Sin Gates as well. PMA, but Richmond, he's not going to survive through this one with the fireball going. He needs to get himself out right now, and Richmond, fireballs coming through left, right, and center. Richmond, the Vortex, still not going to be able to keep him alive. PMA comes in, trying to get the kill onto Corruptible, but Corruptible, it might have been bait. This was a great bait, mate. Here as they get the die back onto the Dragon Knight. 4 heroes dead, and what was that, like it was a 6-7 man wipe coming through from the side of Sigma with all these buybacks. Yeah, because they wiped the team, they got the dieback onto the Dragon Knight as well as the Mirana, so that's 7 kills going the way of Sigma.YNT. And they, again, this Naga Siren, it needs it, yeah, it needs the BKB. Absolutely needs the BKB, he just keeps getting locked down and killed off. I am surprised with the need for the ads here in this game that the Philosopher's Stone on the side of Navi Jr. just got completely ignored for the Disruptor. He's trying to use the Psychic Headband here for the push away, just keep himself alive. Extra cast range there as well for the drag back, but nobody needs dragging back into these fights because Sigma.YNT, they're saying, okay, we're going to run at you. You know, you're not dragging us back in to get a pick off. You're dragging us back to delay us getting these fights going.
Thanks be to you.
And yeah, So the Monkey King, he's got a great. You look at the difference between. You think this is a position for Dragonite the way this is going. Daze tries to go for the lead, but the Balance Strike connects now as well. Daze, oh, so close to going down there. Richmond bought him time to get out alive,
Trickster's rune of illusion.
but it was close. It was real close here for Daze. And yeah, you can see that Sigma.YNT 29 to 18 in terms of kills, 16k net worth lead here. They're having a great time in this game. The Nagasaran, he's got himself the Elven Tunic, but this is not enough to keep himself alive in the fights. He needs to go for the Ogre Axe buyout, and he's going to have the gold for it now if he wants to just straight up buy out. You know, trade off, he needs to. Yeah, absolutely needs to. If they are in with any chance of winning these fights here on the side of Navi, it's going to be big, because there was a lot of buybacks used in that last fight. So, what, you're looking at the Ember Spirit bought back. Who else bought back in that one? Did they get the jump on? The Vortex comes out. Did they have the lockdown? Corruptible, he's not going to be able to get off the BKB, but now he does. He's going to try and go for the runaway. The Wukong Man comes out. The Roar here onto the Nagasaran. The Nagasaran with that BKB. The Roar keeps him locked down, though, and this is going to be a big song. Trying to get himself away, but the BKB's coming out from Queasy as well as For You. He's not going to be able to get himself away with the TP. He has to do it on foot now. The song will be wearing off. The next field comes out. Trying to do what he can with the mirror images. Trying to run himself away from this one. Woe with the chase as well. Storm Spirit. Vortex back on the back lines. Getting the drag back here. But got the juice even with this heart, even with the BKB. This is game. They don't have a Nagasaran now for the next 70 seconds. He bought out for that BKB, thinking it was going to be enough. Yeah, they're going to be able to end this one here, Sigma.YNT. Force it through to a game number 3. And you know, Navi can't win a fight. They just can't.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
The DK still nowhere near the Ags either. In fact, I think the Monkey King's taken over him, close to taking over him in net worth. That's a position for Monkey King. Everybody, that's rocking this one. How's he looking? 1-4 and 16. Meanwhile, the Dragonite is 2-7 and 9.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So there is life in Sigma.YNT yet.
Dire's middle
And
barracks
it looks like they're gonna, yeah, they break the base. Roshan, the Shadow Step comes forward here. Riddies, they have the lockdown. Do they have the kill into the Disruptor? These looks at the illusions, burning them down with the Radiance, and that's going to be disrupted down the next 70 seconds. And PMA trying to do what he can to defend the space, but Roshan is back up. This is the third Roshan, so it's going to be the Aghanim's Blessing, the Cheese, and the Aegis. It's going to be uncontested here from the side of Sigma. As Navi Jr. Yeah, there's no way he can get over to this approach. Aegis, free Cheese, free Aghanim's Blessing for you. So he's got the Shard and the Blessing from the Scepter. Really, what can you do fighting into this Ember Spirit? I really think in the third game, Navi, they need to prioritize banning out this Ember Spirit. This Ember Spirit has done absolute work here. 15-4-15 for you on this Ember. They might even be able to go for more for you. They get the catch out onto Mirana. Mirana, again, still no buyback for the next 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So dead for 50 seconds. And they want to carry on going. Of course, they want to break the base. They want to take Mega Creeps away from Navi Jr. Or against Navi Jr. With this Aegis being up here on the Spectre, they can absolutely do this as well. Limbs comes out. Whoa, doesn't care. Doesn't even pop the Manta style, you know, so he's not learning from Hurry Freak. When he give him the tutorial with a shoo-witch, or whatever the noise was. Yeah, whoa, we'll just be able to take these buildings, break the base, and Navi, with an Aegis being up on the side of Sigma.YNT, this is last chance saloon here coming through. They're going to be able to jump in. Vortex comes out, or does it here? A lot of damage onto the Spectre, but the jump in from For You. And again, they have the lockdown onto the Nagasaran. The Nagasaran taking the damage left, right, and center. Jumping back line. The Vortex comes out only onto Lich. Stack Storm as well. Only the lockdown onto the Lich of all heroes here. He's even going to be able to survive through it with the Ian Disc coming through here. Barnes Core, the Roar comes through onto P and May. They have the damage, he get the kill. The Dragonite goes down before the Lich does, and the Lich was the one that was engaged on now as well. Storm Spirit, he is going to be dead. The dieback coming through, or excuse me, the buyback coming through. Oh, the Juice looking for that TP. But yeah, 3 heroes to stand up to the 5-6 man here of Sigma.YNT, 7 man I guess. If you include the Cheese, the Vortex comes in, grabbing onto a few illusions, but Storm Spirit, he's just straight up dead. The GG gets called. Navi Jr., yeah, the Ancient pops. Navi Jr., after looking like they had a great fight back in that last game, just were not able to take it against Sigma.YNT. And Sigma.YNT forcing through a third and final game here in the series. Maybe looking to get to tiebreakers here in the Division 2. Yeah, 38 to 19. They looked really good here. Whoa, 10, 1, and 21. So he looked way more impactful on the Spectre this time around. Navi Jr., they just couldn't stand up 1, 5, and 11 on Juice. And it seemed like every time Juice got caught out, even after you get in the heart and the BKB, there was just enough damage to get the kill onto the Nagasara, and the BKB's timed perfectly with the song that meant that even though that song was up, he wasn't able to get the TPs off. That's going to be the second game, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the third and final game between Navi Jr. and Sigma. Right after this, we'll see you after probably about a 10-minute break to see who's going to be winning, who's going to be walking away with a win, and who's going to be going sad away with a loss. We'll find out after this break.